pull this book out of its box. All of my 2 little fingers. 2 little fingers. You are great at pulling out these books. Hooray for 2 little fingers! Okay, put it there all away. And then we're gonna read this book. Junie B. Jones. And a little monkey business. Monkey business? Oh, monkey business. That's why I see she look like ooh, 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 ooh. Kinda like it. And we're still at room 9, kindergarten friends. Misters, Junie B. Jones, Richie, Lucy, Zach, Grace, Mimi, Jim, Crybaby, William, Polly, Aylin, Pupper, Jamal Hall, Ricardo, Roger, Charlotte, and Lini. Oh, 9 chapters. So we'll only read 4 chapters today. Chapter 1. Surprise. My name is Junie B. Jones. The B stands for beet rice. Except I don't like beet rice. I just like beans, that's all. B stands for something else too. B stands for B-A-B-Y. I'm only in kindergarten, but I already know how to spell baby. That's because my mother told me that she's going to have one of those things. She and Daddy told me about it at dinner one night. It was the night we had stewed tomatoes, which I hate very much. Stewed tomatoes? Oh. I think I'm gonna like it. Daddy and I have a surprise for you, Junie B, said Mother. And so then I got very happy inside because maybe I didn't have to eat my peewee tomatoes. And also sometimes a surprise means a present. And presents are my very favorite thing in the whole world. And sometimes my surprises more homework. I bounced up and down on my chair. What is it? Is it a wrap-up? I don't see it, I said, very excited. Then I looked under the table, because maybe the surprise was hiding down there with a red ribbon on top of it. Mother and Daddy smiled at each other, and Mother held my hand. Junie B, how would you like to have a little baby brother or sister? She said. I made my shoulders go up and down. I don't know, maybe, I told her, and looked under my chair. Guess what? I said. I can't find that silly Willy present anywhere. Mother made me sit up. Then she and my daddy said some more stuff about a baby. The baby will be yours too, Junie B, Daddy said. Just think, you have your very own little brother or sister to play with. Won't that be fun? I did my shoulders up and down again. I don't know, maybe, I said. Then I got down from a chair and ran into the living room. Bad news, fellas, I hollered very loud. The present isn't in this dumb bunny room either. Mother and Daddy came into the living room. They didn't look that smiley anymore. Daddy took a big breath. There's no present, Junie B, he said. We never said we have a present. We said we have a surprise, remember? But Mother sat down next to me. The surprise is that I'm going to have a baby, Junie B. And in a few months, you're going to have a little baby brother or sister. Do you get what I'm saying yet? I just folded my arms and made a grumpy face. Like this. Like that. Because all of a sudden I got it, that's why. You didn't get me a darn thing, didn't you? I looked very growly. Mother looked angry at me. I give up, she said, and she went back to the kitchen. Daddy said that I owe her an apology. Apology is when I have to say the words, I'm sorry. Yes, but she owes me an apology too, I said, because a baby is a very good surprise. I made a wrinky nose. Babies smell like PU, I explained. I smelled one of my friend Grace's house and made some spit up from the front, so I held my nose and hollered, PU, what a stink bomb! And then that Grace made me go home. After I finished my story, Daddy went to the kitchen to talk to Mother. When Mother called me in there, and she said if a baby smelled like a stink bomb, she would buy me my very own air freshener, and I could spray all the can by myself. Except not on a PU baby. I'm like the other one that smells as fresh as a Carolina pine forest, I said. Then me and my mother hugged, and I sat back down at the table and finished eating my dinner. Except not my stewy peewee tomatoes. And so guess what? No dessert, that's what. Chapter 2. The Dumb Baby's Room. Mother and Daddy fixed up a room for the new baby. They called it nursery. Except I don't know why. Because the baby isn't a nurse, of course. The baby's room used to be the guest room. That's where all guests used to sleep. Only where we never had much guests. And so now if we get some, they'll have to sleep on a table or something. Maybe on the sofa. The baby's room had new stuff in it. That's because Mother and Daddy went shopping at the new baby stuff store. They bought a new baby dresser with green and yellow knobs on it, and a new baby lamp with a giraffe on the lampshade, and also a new rocking chair for when the baby cries and you can't shut it up. Okay, gonna check now. Gonna check. Okay. And there's a new baby crib too. A crib is a bed with bars on the side of it. It's kind of like a cage at the zoo. Except with a crib, you can put your hands through the bars and the baby won't pull you in and kill you. What? How can they kill you? How? And guess what else in the nursery? Wallpaper, that's what. A jungle kind, with pictures of elephants and lions and big fat hippopot of something. And there's monkeys too, which are my most favorite jungle guys in the whole world. Mother and Daddy pasted all the wallpaper together. Me and my dog, Tickle, were watching them. This wallpaper looks very cute in here, I told them. I would like some of it in my room too, I think. Okay, I said. Can I? You'll see, said Daddy. You'll see is another word for no. Yeah, only that's not fair, I said, 'cause the baby gets all new junk and I have all old junk. Poor Junie B, said Mother, very teasing, when she bent down and tried to hug me. Only she couldn't do it very good because her big fat stomach, which is where the stupid baby is. I don't think I'm going to like this dumb baby. Mother stopped hugging at me. Don't say that, Junie B. Of course you will, she said. Of course I won't, I talked back, because it won't even let me hug you very good. And anyway, I don't even know a stupid dumb name. My mother sat down in the new rocking chair, and she tried to put me on her lap. Only I wouldn't fit, so she just holded my hand. That because Daddy and I haven't picked a name for the baby yet, she explained. We want a name that's a little bit different, something cute, like Junie B. Jones, a name that people will remember. So I fought and fought very hard. It's Ollie. And then I clapped my hands together real loud. Hey, I know one, I said, very excited. It's the cafeteria lady at my school, and her name is Mr. Gusman. Mother frowned a little bit, and so maybe she didn't hear me, I think. Mr. Scotsman, I hollered. That's a cute name, don't you think? And I remembered it too, even after I only heard it one time. Mr. Scotsman stick right in my head. Mother took a big breath. Yes, honey, but I'm not sure that Mr. Gusman is a good name for a tiny baby. So I scrunched my face up and fought all over again. How about Teeny? I said. Teeny would be good. Mother smiled. Well, Teeny might be cute while baby's little, but what would we call him when he grows up? Big Teeny, I called out, very happy. Then Mother said, we'll see, which means no Big Teeny. After that, I didn't feel so happy anymore. When's this dumb bunny baby getting here anyway? I said. Mother frowned again. But baby's not a dumb bunny, Junie B, she said, and it will be here very soon, so I think you better start getting used to the idea. Then her and Daddy began pasting wallpaper again, and so I opened a new baby dresser with a green and yellow knots, and a look of the new baby clothes. The baby pajamas were very weensy, and baby socks wouldn't even fit on my big piggy toe. I'm going to be the boss of this baby, I said to Tickle. Because I'm the biggest, that's why. Daddy snapped his fingers at me. That's enough of talk, Missy, he said. Missy's my name when I'm in trouble. After that, him and Mother went to the kitchen to get some more paste. And so I looked down the hall to make sure he was gone. Yeah, only I'm still gonna be the boss of it, I whispered. So there. Chapter 3. A very wonderful thing. Yesterday, a very wonderful thing happened. It's called I had a pie for dinner. Cool. I like pies. Mostly apple pie, blueberry pie. I love it. That's because my mother went to the hospital to have a baby, and Daddy and Grandma Miller went with her. So me and my grandpa got to stay at his house all by yourself, and no one even babysitted us. And guess what? Grandpa smoked for a real live cigarette right inside the house. And Grandma didn't yell, "Go outside with that thing, Frank." After that, my grandpa made me a piggyback ride. And he let me put on Grandma Miller's new hat with a long brown feather. And also, I got to walk in her red high heels. Only when I fell down the kitchen, I quick took them off. Hey, I can crack my head open in these dumb things, I said real loud. After that, I opened up the refrigerator, 'cause I was hungry from playing, that's why. Hey, guess what? There's a big fat lemon pie near, Frank, I hollered. And so when Grandpa Miller got down 2 plates, And then me and him ate a big fat lemon pie for our dinner. Just pies, that's all. And we're not even going to get in trouble, 'cause we're going to tell Grandma that her cat ate it. And there's another funny thing. I got to sleep in Grandpa Miller's guest room. First, I put on my PJs with the feet in them. Then my grandpa watched me brush my new front tooth, and he tucked me into the big guest bed. "Sweet dreams, Junie B," he said, except for when I got a little bit scared of me. "Yeah, only guess what, Grandpa?" I said. "It's very dark in this big room, and so there might be hidey things in here." Grandpa looked all around the room, and also in the closet. Nope, no hiding in here, he said. After that, he left on the hall light for me, so my imagination won't run wild. I scared, but still didn't sleep that good, 'cause there's a drooly guy with claws under my bed, I think. No drooly guys. And so this morning, my eyes felt very saggy. Only I sniffed something that woke them right up. His name was Delicious Waffles. Grandpa Miller cooked them for me, and he let me pour on my own syrup. And he did well. Whoa. After that, me and him played until it was time for kindergarten. I skipped before left, but funniest thing all happened. My Grandma Miller came home, and she said that Mother had a baby, and it was a boy kind. And me and her and my grandpa did all a big giant hug, and Grandma Miller picked me up, and she swung me in the air. "You're just going to love it, Junie B," she said. "Your new brother is the cutest little monkey I've ever seen." Then my eyes got very wide. "Yes? Really?" I said. Grandma put me down, and she started talking to my grandpa. "Wait till you see him, Frank," he said. "He's got the longest little fingers and toes." I tugged on her dress. "How long, Grandma?" I said. "Longer than mine?" But Grandma just kept on talking. "And his hair, Frank, my word, he's got oddless and oddest of thick black hair." I pulled on Grandma's arm. "How come, Grandma? How come he's got hair?" I asked. I thought little babies were supposed to be baldies. But still, Grandma didn't answer me. "And he's big too, Frank. He's much bigger than any of the other babies in the hospital. And you should feel how tightly he grabs on your finger when you..." Just then I stamped my foot real hard. "Hey, I want some answer down here, Helen. He's my baby too, you know." Grandma Miller frowned at me because I'm not supposed to call her Helen, I think. "Sorry," I said kind of quiet. But Grandma Miller bent down next to me, and so I didn't have to yell at anyone. "Are you telling me the truth, Grandma?" I said. "Is my brother really the cutest little monkey you ever saw? Or really and honest and truly?" And my Grandma Miller hugged me very tight. "Yes, little girl," she whispered in my ear, "for really and honest and truly." After that, she picked me up again, and me and her twirled around the kitchen. Chapter 4. Hoppy and Russell. My room at kindergarten is named Room 9. I have two bestest friends in that place. One of them was the name of Lucille. Lucille sits right exactly next to me, and she has a red chair and also little red fingernails, which are very glossy. My other bestest friend is named Grace. Me and that Grace sit together on the school bus. Except for not today we didn't, because today Grandma Miller drove me, and then he walked to room 9 with me, and he waved at me, "Teacher." Her name is Misters. She had a nicer name too, but I just like Misters and that's all. When I first walked into my room, Lucille was looking at that Grace's brand new shoes, and her name was Pink High Tops. Hey Grace, those new shoes look very beautiful on you, I said, but that dumb Grace didn't even say thank you to me. Grace is angry at you, said Lucille. She said that she rode the bus today, and you weren't even there to save her seat. And she had to sit next to an icky kid, right, Grace? Grace bobbed her head up and down. Yes, only I couldn't help it, Grace, I said. That's because I stayed at my Grandpa Miller all night, and there's no bus at that place. And so he had to drive me here today, and tried to hold that Grace's hand, and she quickly pulled that away. That's not very nice of you, Grace, I said. And so guess what? I'm not going to tell you my special secret. That's when that Grace called me a poopy head. Lucille held my hand. I don't think you're a poopy head, Junie B, she said. And so you can tell me your secret, special secret, and I won't tell anybody, not even Grace. That's when that Grace kicked Lucille in the leg. And so Lucille pushed her down. So Misters had to come pull them off each other. I raised my hand and very polite. I wasn't involved, I said to Misters. After that, we had to sit down and do some work. I called printing our numbers. Although I can't do not mine that good, because Lucille kept on talking to me, that's why. Come on, Junie B, she said in her whispering voice. Tell me your special secret. I won't tell, I promised. Yes, only I can't, Lucille, I said. 'Cause no talking to your neighbor, remember? Then Mr. snapped her fingers at me. See, Lucille, I told you no talking to your neighbor, I hollered, and I got snapped at. When a boy named Jim said, Shush, to me. Shush yourself, you big fat Jim, I said back. After that, Mr. stood to me still I finished my work. When it got all done and she collected, I made that happy inside, because I guess what comes after work? Something very fun, that's what. Its name is show and tell. Mr. stood next to her desk. Here was something interesting to share with the class today, she said. Then my heart got very pumpy, because I have the most special secret in the whole wide world. I raised my hand high in the air. Ooh, ooh! I hollered real loud. Me, me, me! Mister shook her head at me, because I'm not supposed to go, ooh, ooh, me, me, me. She called on William. He's a crybaby. Boy in my class. I can beat him up, I think. William, said Misters, since you raised your hand so politely, you may go first. And so then William carried a paper bag to the front of the room, and he took out a jar of 2 dead crickets. Except for William just didn't know they're dead, but just thought they're sleeping. Jump, Hoppy, jump, Russell, said William. Then he tapped on the glass. Hey, wake up in there, he said. After that, William started shaking the jar all over the place, and he wouldn't stop. Wake up, I said. He shouted. Then Hoppy and Russell start falling all apart, and Misters had to take the jar away. That's when William started to cry, and he had to go to the nurse's office to lie down. And so when I raised my hand way high in the air again, because guess what? My show and tell was way better than 2 dead crickets. And it's done. I hope you got a good day. Bye-bye. Something happened. A bomb. Boom. Bye-bye.